It's about to be a little different car talk today. I'm about to go on, I got my homie here in another parking lot waiting for me. About to link up with homie and talk about some travel assignment that somebody sent me about a travel assignment in Miami. Dog told me he may go down there and do it. I was saying I was gonna do it, but it's gonna be like 6 days. And it's like, well, with getting back in the swing of working over here and having to go to work over there, plus my little one coming, plus Joe need me at the house a lot, so I doubt if I'm gonna be able to do it, but I'm gonna still get homie the information because like I ain't trying to hold nobody back that's trying to get paid. That's just ain't like, nah, that ain't how I'm living. Or if I can't do it, nobody can do it. Nah, go in there and get that fatty, bro. Cause if I could, I would, but I'm just too tired, man. I gotta get back in the swing of things, bro. I'm tired, literally. So I'm gonna go holler at homie. They would pick the car talk up at this little breakfast spot. I gotta go and get me and Joe something to eat. It's up to me to make sure that we eat food, like breakfast, lunch, dinner. All I'm doing is buying stuff, I'm ordering out, because I don't know how to cook, but I know how to feed us, if you know what I mean. What we represent, man?
Big money bound.
So let her know, man.
Big money bound.
The kids, man. We got the kids, man. Homie, like, I don't know what it is I ate. I think I had a peach papaya and some Famous Amos cookies for my lunch last night. I'm just trying to make sure I stay wavy. And since then, like, my stomach been like, I ain't gonna say it's been hurting. It's been tingling. It's been tingling, I'm telling you, bro. My stomach been tingling. But last night was it was busy. Oh. See, I ain't yet, like, something gotta pop real soon, bro, cause I ain't gonna lie to you, dog. I can't be doing this much longer. Like, when I say much longer, I mean like 6+ years. Like 5 years, that ain't nothing. But 6, I don't know, homie, cause it's getting. I know my homie, but my car gotta warm up. I don't care who it is, my car gotta warm up. But like, just like, I don't know if I'm thinking different or moving different. Like, just the fact that I've been off for a while, I ain't been at work, and I come back to work and I'm standing on my feet, my head, like, thinking, like, trying to multitask so many things at once. People calling me from here, calling me from there. Like, it's different. Like, I'm looking at, like, nah. I'm just thinking different, man. It's different. But work wasn't like, it was busy, but, you know, it was work at the same time. I did get paid. But I can't do that much longer. Got the breakfast situation taken care of, man. Got Joe some in here. Got the French toast. She said she wanted French toast, scrambled eggs, and bacon. She wanted 2 French toasts, so I just did that. I just did 2 French toasts for her, 3 French toasts for me, scrambled eggs with cheddar cheese, turkey sausage for me, Now she eating pork bacon, but I let her, you know, she got her cravings and everything going on, so I try not to like cause any trouble with her. But so last night at work, well, before I get back into work, I finished up with my homeboy. We was talking about the travel assignment, and I was telling him like, yeah, they paying it's $2,500 a week. You feel me? It's $2,500 in your pocket. But the hospital is a 1,500 bed hospital, 1,500 beds in it. I don't know what that workload gonna be like, but it don't sound too fun. So we doing this job on top of that, we going to a whole nother job, Whalen, Miami. Hey dog, I'm all for getting paid, but I don't know if I can do it. Homie was like, yeah man, 1,500 beds, that's too much work. We gotta still worry about our like well-being, our health, like, you feel me? Like, health is wealth, you feel me? So that'll be too heavy on workload. So that's why I said I couldn't do it. Homie said he ain't gonna mess with it. But then he was telling me about like, he thinking about going he is going for nursing. I should consider him going for nursing too. It's some kind of like bridge program where if you're already a therapist, it'll take like a year and you can do it at your own pace and all this. But I was trying to explain to him, because he was saying like, there's no way to like really advance in respiratory therapy, which is true. But I was also saying, well, like, where I'm at with it mentally, like, I'm thinking, like, completely bigger and different. I'm thinking different. I ain't gonna say bigger, because that's a huge accomplishment. I'm thinking different. I'm thinking of, like, an exit strategy, you feel me? I ain't trying to go deeper into it. Like I said, I'm trying to be out of here. I'm trying to be out of the respiratory therapy field in 2025, you feel me? Like, that's my goal. Like, I just gotta try to keep putting plays in motion that I can, like, bring that goal, that dream into fruition. Like, so that's where I'm at with it. I ain't really going deeper, and I'm getting more like entrepreneurship, more like business savvy, more big money bound, just like elevation. You feel me? That's where I'm at with it. But last night, I came into work, man. The last time I was at work, somebody was asking me, why did you leave? Where did you go? This and that. I just showed them, you feel me? A sonographic picture, you feel me? The sonogram picture of my little one. Oh, congratulations. I'm like, oh, yeah, cool, man. Like, I put my last name first. Like, that's all I got. I ain't really got nothing else to say about it. I come into work today. Like, everybody know I'm about to have a kid. And I'm like, oh, congratulations, happy. I'm like, whoa. Like, I ain't even. But then again, it ain't no secret. You feel me? Like, I'm finna have a little one. Like, so I appreciate those congratulations. It is what it is. But they're like, yeah, man, your best friend got a best friend, and that's how stuff just gets spread around. But it folds up for my little one, though. And then after that, we really just like chilled. Had a they call it a huddle. We had a huddle where you talk about anything that's new with the department, any changes that's been made. Like, they just remind you to like make sure you charge all your vents, charge all your BiPAPs. Make sure if you got any NIFs or vital capacities that you do them. And then I went out there to the floors and took care of my job. They had me in the unit, and I was in the unit and I was on the floor. So I started off with, I think 4 vents. It started off with 4 ventilators. I get to the unit. Like I said, people haven't seen me in a while, so I seen one of them. She was like, oh my, like, you're back? How you been? What's going on? Like, yeah, I'm back, man. What's going on? I'm back in here. What's happening? She's like, everything good, yada, yada. Then I see another nurse who I don't really vibe with. We don't really mesh. I don't really get along with. So I'm like, damn, I got to deal with this nurse? But at the same time, you have to, like, remain professional. You still got to, like, exhibit professionalism. So I went into the room. Hey, how you doing? My name is Randy from Respiratory Therapy. I'm here. We're going to have a good night. Yes, hi, I know your name is Randy from Respiratory Therapy. We are going to have a good night, and it's good seeing you. So it was all love. Like, wasn't no bad vibes, but I just know we got into it before, so I'm just thinking about, but kudos to her. Like, it was all vibe. It was all love. Like, we ain't had no problems that night. But then it's another nurse there who I also don't, like, I'm not looking for trouble with nobody, and especially not women, and especially not at my job. But it's just some people that y'all energy, your vibrations, like, the vibe ain't gonna be there. Like, just one nurse. We on vibe. I see a patient. Before I get to the floor, I know what time all my treatments is due. 10 o'clock. So I'm gonna do my vent checks and do my treatments. Then all of a sudden, I just see a treatment pop up to be given at 7:50. That's an odd time. Anybody who do treatments, they know it's like when you give breathing treatments, it's between like 8 o'clock, 10 o'clock, 12 o'clock, 4 o'clock. 7:50? And right now the time is 7:55. So you put in a treatment to be given at 7:50, which is something I know that the nurse did. And it's 7:55, so it's saying that the treatment is late. When the order was just put in. But I know this person, like, you know what, man? I ain't feeling to say nothing. It is what it is, whatever. So I'm over here doing my job, documenting my ventilators, my vent settings. This nurse come in here and tell me, oh yeah, there's a treatment put in for the patient down here. They have albuterol ordered. I'm like, who put the order in? Now, I ain't looking for trouble, but at the same time, I ain't ducking anything. I just want to know. But hey, I'm asking, like, who put the order in? Because I know it was you. It wasn't the doctor. I know it was you. Oh, it was the resident. Now, when they say resident, a resident is still a student. It's still like kind of like interning, but they are getting paid like a certain salary. But they still like kind of interning, trying to figure out what's going on. They're still in the learning phase. So a seasoned, skilled nurse who know how to like manipulate you and massage you to do what they want to do, they'll stick their claws in you, they'll get you. That's what she did to this dude. She like, oh yeah, the resident did it. Well, the patient's kind of like short of breath. He's wheezing. He's sadness. I'm like, bro. I just walked by that patient room. That patient's 98%. So I'm like, all right, no problem. It's like, you know when to pick your battles. I'm not even finna go in here with you. I know you're lying. I know it, but the order is put in, I'm gonna do it. But before I could go and do that treatment, before I could even get there, a patient that was transferred from like right down the hall was transferred from the normal floor into the neuro unit, needed to be intubated. Just like me, like urgency, like it needed to be intubated. I'm like, okay, this is my first night back in the unit. Let me go over here and grab me a vent. I go to grab the vent. It's a vent, but there's no circuits on it. I got a clean vent. I got no circuits. I haven't seen a vent that was fully set up in like 3-4 months. So I don't kind of forgot like what's going on. Like, and now we finna intubate, Randy. We need a vent. Now I gotta go out the room, look at a vent that's set up. Oh yeah, that go over there. Okay, I remember now. To get some reassurance, set this thing up, go put it in the room and have everything ready for the patient is intubated. On top of that, the doctor doesn't want to use a normal blade. He wants to use a glide scope. They have a new glide scope that I never dealt with, never seen. So it's me, the resident, and the doctor and the nurse. So I'm asking the resident, hey, do you know how to set up this glide scope? Well, yeah, you just, I got everything set up right here. No. How do you, like, cut it on and get it working? Like, but he had never seen it either. But luckily, when you see, like, one glide scope, you seen them all. Just more bells and whistles and more shiny pieces, but the basics are still the same. You plug this in here, you twist that, you press this button, now everything on. So luckily, I got through that situation. We intubated. I secured the tube. Man, I'm sleepy. I secured the tube. And while securing the tube, the patient was like a small patient. And the ET tube was inserted to like at the 26 centimeter mark. And I'm telling the doctor, I'm like, hey, nah, man, that's too deep. Let's pull back a little bit. So we pulled back to 24. Got an x-ray done. It needed to come back 2 more centimeters. This is something that I knew, but after coming from 26 to 24, I'm like, okay, and I got equal breath sounds on both sides. I'm like, that can be all right. But it still was like a little bit above the carina, so we had to pull back so it can be at least 3 centimeters above the carina. That's what the doctor wanted. So that's what we did. Then after that, they wanted me to grab an ABG within like 40 minutes. Okay, so I took care of all my vented patients that was there. Then I went up to the floors. Like, with this stuff going on, like, time is flying. I started something at 7:50. I get to the floor, it's like 9:15. I got treatment stuff to do at 8. But I also just had an emergency intubation, couldn't find equipment. So, hey, man, before you know it, you can lose track of time, like, very quick. So, I make it to the floor. The nurse gonna tell me, oh, so you're Randy? I'm like, yeah, I'm Randy. What's going on? This is my first time seeing you all night. Yeah, this is gonna be your last time. First and last. It's like, I'm meeting greasiness with greasiness. You talking to me greasy, I'm gonna talk to you greasy. Even though we kind of joking and kind of playing, but hey, I'm just going, hey, this is your first and last time seeing me. Boy, this better not be my last time seeing you. So, okay, it was all love, you feel me? So I wind up, man, you know what? This food finna get cold, man. Let me take Georgia her food, man. I love to support us, but I gotta take Georgia her food. This woman is pregnant and she angry. Y'all don't know Lil Jody, y'all. So, I do everything up there on the floor, man. Take care of my patients that's up there. I get back to the unit. I draw my ABGs. Just so happened, they got another ABG that's ordered for another patient. So I'm like, all right, cool. I do both ABGs. First, I do the one they ordered, then I do the ventilated patient. So I run the ABGs. I run the first one. The first one, person going the wrong way. Bro, you ain't want to do that. Oh, these damn Florida drivers, I tell you, man. I run the one ABG. It's a critical value. But this isn't for the vented patient. But all I'm thinking about is drawing ABG for the vent, drawing ABG for the vented patient, for the one that we just intubated, So I tell the doctor, I got a critical blood gas value. I take the ABG to the doctor. I show him the ABG. But this ABG isn't for that vented patient. It's for another patient. But he doesn't know that. He's just going by what I'm giving him. He said, okay, if this is the patient blood gas, it's very alkalotic, which means they're blowing off a lot of CO2. The patient rate is at 18. Drop him down to 12. Okay, no problem. I get back to the blood gas room and I realize, okay, I gave the doctor the wrong information. The actual vented patient ABG is fine. And this is for another patient. I'm like, man, I hate to have to go and tell this doctor I made a huge mistake. I gave the wrong ABG. Like, you don't know how these people can act. People can, like, blow this out of proportion, not be understanding, like, do an incident report. Like, it could go, like, a whole lot. But I have to tell the doctor, like, what situation happened. So I called the doctor up, man. I let him know what happened. I'm like, hey, doc, the ABG that I read you, that was actually for another patient. Now, the one for the patient that we just intubated is actually a great blood gas. Everything is fine. There's no problems. The doctor said, hey, man, you know what? I thought that was kind of strange. Thank you for calling me back and letting me know. I appreciate it. Just make the changes back on the vent, and everything is fine. He was completely cool, completely calm about the situation. That's why I say, man, whatever energy you put out there is what you're going to get back. I never, like, snap with anybody, never make nobody feel bad. I never do an incident report on anybody that can learn from that situation. You know, like, I don't try to throw nobody up under the bus. And that's it. That didn't happen to me. Because the doctor could have easily, like, made a big deal about that. Even though it was just me telling him the wrong information. Not actually, like, I stuck this patient and put it under that patient's chart. Now, that's crazy. I just told him it was for somebody else when it wasn't, you know? So I'm just thankful that didn't get blown out of proportion, man. And I had a long night at work, bro. The fact that I can still come to this car and make these car talks on top of going to get my girl food and then come back to the posse. Come on, man. Drop them comments, let me know it's all love, dog. Drop them comments, let me know it's all love. Y'all be easy, though, man.